this person will invite you, for example, in a conference or in a business forum where millionaires are, and maybe your friend is a millionaire, and she knows very well you are nowhere near even $1 million. So she'll want to invite you in that gathering so that she makes himself feel better. I don't know if I'm making sense. So maybe in that gathering, a person will ask your friend, so you're a degree holder, a PhD holder, and then your friend will go like, yeah, I'm a PhD holder, I have a degree, but for her, she's just a graduate, or she's just a housewife. That kind of Judas, run for your life. Hello viewers, hello beloved, children of God. Praise be the name of the Lord. Thank you so much for tuning in again to the episode of our Inspiration Garage. I'm so excited to have you here, my returning subscribers. Welcome. Thank you so much for always coming back here to watch my content, support my content. I don't take it for granted. My prayer to you today is that may God bless you, may God enrich you, and may God beautify your life, and may God meet you at your most point of need. And if you're new here, you've just come across this beautiful family, welcome to the family. My name is Ruth. Here I do faith-based videos. I motivate you and inspire you. So if you've been looking for a channel to motivate your soul, to nourish your soul, then you are in the right space. I'm going to encourage you. Please consider subscribing to this channel down below here and put on the notification bell so that anytime I upload a new video, you're always among the first people to be notified. So I'm going to welcome you officially to this family breakfast, and if this kind of content interests you, then please continue watching. Let's go straight to our message today, and today I'm talking about Judas in our lives today. Our present Judas in our lives today. And before I go on with our message today, I'm going to read for you one quote that I found this quote online. And this particular quote says, true friends will always find a way to help you, but fake friends will always find an excuse. And the book of Proverbs chapter 19 verse 4, the word of God says, wealth adds many friends, but a poor man is separated from his friends. Wealth adds many friends, but a poor man is separated from his friends. Friends, you are going to agree with me that you're living in very tough times, and you're living in very strange times. And the people we associate with, the people we put so close to us, in quotes, thinking that they're our friends, but in reality, they're not our friends. That's why today we're talking about the Judases in our life. Sometimes these Judases, they don't know if they're part of the assignment that God has purposed in your life. And this particular topic, most people don't like talking about it because these are very close friends to us, in quotes, thinking that these people are our friends, but in reality, these people are not our friends. I call them Judas of today. And they're living with us and they're part of us. Judas betrayed Jesus. And nobody, even other disciples, they didn't know that Judas can really betray Jesus. But Judas, being very close to Jesus, he betrayed him. He gave Jesus a kiss which was supposed to be affectionate. But the truth of the matter is that that kiss was not affectionate. It was a kiss of betrayal. He just wanted to hand over Jesus to the hand of the enemies. He wanted to crucify Jesus. And Judas, being so close to Jesus, he is the one who betrayed him. Despite the closeness, despite being part of the disciples, he betrayed him, and he handed Jesus the hand of betrayers. You all know what happened. Jesus was crucified. If you check in the Word of God, you'll find the story of Joseph. How Joseph was also betrayed with his own brothers, and his brothers handed Joseph to the hands of the enemy. And today, I want you to understand that the same Judas we're talking about, he is living with us today. Judas betrayed Jesus. And Judas was part of Jesus' disciples. He is the same person who betrayed Jesus, and he gave Jesus an affectionate kiss, which was a lie. It was supposed to be an affectionate kiss, but that kiss was just handing Jesus to the hands of the betrayal, the hands of the enemy. And I want you to understand today, the same Judas, we are living with him right now. You can't ignore that Judas. He is part of us. The friends we keep so close to us, the friend we open our hearts to, they're the same friends who are shutting our dreams. So you need to have a discernment spirit. Ask God to give you a discernment spirit for you to be able to differentiate the Judases in your life. Because the Judases are real. And they're living with us. We are eating with them. We are hanging out with them. We are sharing our stories with them. We are doing projects with them. These are the Judases I'm talking about. And the Judas is not far away from you. The Judas is just next to you. Check around that close friend you're sitting next to. That is the Judas I'm talking about. And I'm not telling you today to damn your friends. What I'm trying to say is, ask God for a discernment spirit, because He's gonna show you the kind of people you hang out with, the kind of people you associate yourself with. Those are the people I'm talking about. Those are the Judases I'm talking about. So you need to understand, these Judases are living with us right now and they are part of us. So you need to ask God to give you a discernment spirit for you to be able to differentiate this kind of friends. And today we are looking at how can you identify these Judases? How can you spot these Judases in our life? How can you identify them? How can you spot them? That is what we are talking about today. Brethren, these are the top 5 signs of Judas friend in your life in the year 2023. Number 1 sign of a Judas friend in your life: that person downplays your accomplishment. That person downplays your accomplishment. Anytime you meet this kind of friend, when you share your good news, when you share your new achievements, this person will go like, it's okay, it's fine, congratulations on your new achievement, but, you see, there is but. Well done, but I can do better than you. But, well done, but I have a better job than you. Well done, but they could have given you a better position. This kind of Judas is always but. Yes, congratulations, you bought a new car, but I wish you bought this kind of a car, Or congratulations, you bought this kind of a car, but in my neighborhood, we don't have this kind of cars. Brethren, I'm laughing because this really reminds me of what I went through. I suffered in the hands of a Judas, So this kind of Judas will be like, yes, you've gotten yourself a new car, congratulations, you've gotten yourself a new job, congratulations, but. So there must be a but. There must be a but. There must be a but at the end of it. My friends, keep off this kind of Judas. This kind of person will always put you down, and this kind of person will always make you feel lesser. Always make sure he or she has left you feeling lesser. My friend, run. This kind of Judas will always leave your spirit crushed. He wants to make you feel like your accomplishments are not valid. What are you celebrating about? My friend, run for your life. The second sign of a Judas friend, brethren, this Judas will always want to talk about herself. It is always about me, not the other person. Be very careful with this kind of Judas friend in your life. This person, when you talk on phone or when you meet, this person is always talking about her accomplishment. He's not even interested in your well-being, in your whereabouts, what are you doing, what you're planning to do. He's not even concerned with your life, with your progress. He can't even tell you how he's achieving his goals or something. This person, when you meet, it is just about him, her, This person, when you meet, is just about himself or herself. His own interest. He's not interested in you, and he's not even interested in your progress. He's not even interested in your well-being. He is just full of himself. In this kind of Judas, brethren, he does not want you to be vocal with your issues. Anytime you raise your issues, he's always pressing down because your issues are not valid. So this kind of Judas, identify him or her and run. Run very fast. He's not even thinking about your well-being, how you're faring on, how is your children. He's not interested in that. Anytime she calls you, she wants to tell you her progress, what she has done, what she's about to do, her projects. Run, my friend, run from this kind of Judas. So, brethren, number 3, this kind of Judas in your life, they are never there when you need them. Any achievement in your life, when you call them, when you invite them, these people, they are nowhere in your life. They're always absent. And they always have excuses. Be very careful with this kind of Judas. Judas' friend, they'll always give excuses, very fake excuses. They don't want to be part of your achievements. When you invite them to celebrate with you, this friendship is one-sided, a coin has 2 sides. But this kind of friendship is just one-sided. You're the only one who is making efforts, making calls, texting, and sometimes the texts are ignored, Maybe your text will be answered maybe after a week or something, and they'll say, I was busy, with those excuses. Be very careful with this kind of Judas. They'll never want to associate with you, and especially during your achievements, when you're climbing the ladder or when you're celebrating an anniversary or a birthday or something. This kind of Judas will always give an excuse, and he or she will never want to be part of your achievement. Brethren, there's also this one kind of Judas. This Judas will only hang around with you to make themselves better people. I don't know if you can really relate to this. This person will invite you, for example, in a conference or in a business forum where millionaires are, and maybe your friend is a millionaire, and she knows very well you are nowhere near even $1 million. So she'll want to invite you in that gathering so that she makes himself feel better. I don't know if I'm making sense. I think I'm making sense. This person, because she invites you to such gatherings, so maybe in that gathering, a person will ask your friend, so you're a degree holder, a PhD holder, and then your friend will go like, yeah, I'm a PhD holder, I have a degree, but for her, she's just a graduate, or she's just a housewife. I know you can relate. That kind of Judas, run for your life. Anytime she wants you to accompany her in those big meetings, big forums, she just wants to feel better and better than her. This kind of Judas, during those forums and meetings, she wants to prove a point. Yeah, I have a degree, my friends have degrees, and you are nowhere, you are a lesser person. That kind of stuff. So she wants to feel better. It's kind of a narcissist. Lack of a better word, I think a narcissist. Because what narcissists do, when they cause you pain, that's when they feel better. So that friend will want to cause you pain. He wants to drain you so that he can feel of herself. He can feel himself. And I'm making sense. Anyway, that kind of friend, she's a Judas. Run for your life. Brethren, and my last Judas that you need to be aware of, that they treat you differently. Apart from other friends, she will choose when to invite you and when not to invite you. She'll choose which kind of invitations you fit in. You understand? So you go like, you had a party and you didn't invite me. And then she'll be like, those were just other friends of mine, they were just other friends of mine. I'm not saying that you should be hanging in every party, hanging in every occasion, but what I'm just trying to say is that this kind of friend will put you to levels. She wouldn't want you to associate with other of their friends. So she has put you in different status, So she'll choose you when to invite you. And sometimes when she invites you, maybe she'll want you to cook for the visitors, And sometimes when this Judas invites you, maybe she just wants maybe a support from you, and she wants to take something from you, she wants to drain you, she'll only invite you at her own convenience. And when the convenience is not serving, girl, you are done. You are not in my space. Be very careful with that kind of Judas, because they're living with us. Blessed friends, today I want you to do for me a favor. I want you to ask God for wisdom. Today, don't ask God for anything. I want you to ask God for wisdom. The Word of God tells us that if anyone lacking wisdom, let him or her ask me for wisdom. And number 2, I want you to ask God. I want you to ask God to give you a discernment spirit. Specifically today, I want you to ask God those 2 things. Ask God for wisdom and ask God for a discernment spirit. Because when you have those 2 things, you'll never fall into a trap. Many people don't understand my life. They don't understand me. Actually, they don't understand me. Because God has given me a discernment spirit. And there's one thing I celebrate and I thank God for, is that God has given me a discernment spirit. I can enter the room and immediately I sense a signal. The Holy Spirit is sending me a signal. I can enter space where I'm not wanted and don't signal. Discernment spirit. God has given me a discernment spirit whereby I will only talk to you, but I will know what you are thinking about me. God has given me that gift. God has given me a gift, and I will know in advance what you're plotting against me. So I want you today, you my viewer and my follower, today I want you to ask God for a discernment spirit. Don't ask God for anything. Today, don't ask God for material things and those stuff. Today, I want you to ask God for a discernment spirit. Because that discernment spirit will guide you throughout your life. You will walk in the light of God once you have a discernment spirit. Nobody will play with your mind because you have a discernment spirit. So I want you to understand that Judases are still living with us. Judases are walking with us. Judases are dining with us. Judases are making calls to us. Judases are taking us for vacations. Judases are hanging around with us. So today, I want you to ask God for a discernment spirit. For you to be able to differentiate wrong spirits and good spirits. It's a good space to be in. It's a good space to be in, brethren. So I hope today you have learned something from this video. And I'm praying that as you continue asking God for a discernment spirit, may God give you the grace. My prayer to you today is that may God fill you with that discernment spirit. And I hope that this video has been of helpful to you. If you like this video, then give this video a thumbs up. It really supports this channel. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please consider supporting my content by subscribing to these messages down below here. It supports this channel to the glory and honor of God. And I'm going to see you next time, next video. And thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. God bless you.